Birds of Prey is the newest DC EU, or the Worlds of DC movie that has recently come out, and I'm going to review it. So, after Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is usually the number one on anyone's list of the best part of that movie, usually one of the only best parts of that movie. So we've taken that character, we've made a movie that's basically hers, and added Birds of Prey stuff in, added a villain in, added some really cool action scenes in, and you have a superhero movie. So the movie, as I said before, has really, really awesome action sequences. It's brutally badass to see all these women destroying, mostly guys, I think all guys. The choreography is stunning to look at. The cinematography is on point. There's a really good mix of slow motion in the fights, and I thought that was a really cool aspect to the movie to show the stunt work, or say like the flexibility in Harley Quinn. The whole end fight sequence, really, really good. It's just maybe like 10 minutes, not maybe 10 minutes, maybe 7 to 9 minutes of just pure mass fighting chaos, and it's awesome to watch. Margot Robbie, once again, fantastic as Harley Quinn. She gives so many dimensions to this character. I'm not sure in Suicide Squad, but at least for this movie, there's a good mix of her psychiatric degree that she has, and it's really, really well done. Apart from that, the biggest fault for this movie is the characterization. The villain, first off, played by Ewan McGregor, Roman Sionis. He's got like one dimension to his character. He's a misogynistic asshole who likes to have people's faces cut off so he can have them as a mask. And he hates Harley Quinn because she's a woman. What a great villain to have. I mean, that's so original. That gives us something to grasp on why we should hate this villain so much. I'm not mad that he's a misogynist. I know that this movie is going for like a feministic approach. I dig that. I just wish it wasn't so cartoonish in the portrayal. Not that saying that Ewan McGregor is bad in this movie. He's great, he's a lot of fun, he's hilarious as the villain. But it's the writing. He doesn't get to do a lot. We don't get to understand why Roman is like this. Apart from that, his parents kicked him out and he's trying to like take over the city, or at least the east side, I think it's called. Further on the characterization part, Huntress, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I really like this character. I love her portrayal as someone with like social awkwardness, because she was raised without like, social living. She's trained as an assassin after her family was brutally killed, and it's just hard to grasp onto her character more because she gets to do not a lot in this movie. When she's in the movie, fully in the movie, it's fun to watch. She's really good chemistry, along with everyone else. Black Canary, Renee Montoya, Cassandra Cain, they all bring, when they're together, a really good chemistry, and that's fun to watch on screen. But sadly, that's in the third act. That's towards the end. You have 2 acts of winding back and forth build-up, possibly because we're in Harley Quinn's brain and this is how it works right now. But you have characters interweaving, which is a little bit fun to see, and then you see them come together. I just wish they came together sooner, so we got to have them more as a group. The Birds of Prey are Black Canary, Huntress, and Renee Montoya. And so this is an origin story for them, but it's not their movie, it's Harley Quinn's. So when they come together at the end, you don't feel like it's warranted. Huntress is killing people, like hunting down and murdering people. And Black Canary and Renee Montoya, an ex-cop now, just accept her into their group. Like, she's not going to go rogue again. Another thing that I have trouble with this movie, and it's really nitpicky, but there's editing choices that aren't great. During the big final fight scene, with all the male goons, Harley gives Black Canary a hair tie. Possibly she could have lost it, but then if there's no point in that being a big thing, why include it in the movie other than to show like some talking during a fight, which isn't like great. And then as soon as she comes out of where they are, it's gone. And it was weird to have that put in earlier for it to just not exist later on. And then the very end standoff with Roman Sionis. Cassandra puts a grenade on him somewhere because she is stealthy with her hands. And she pulls the pin and it's a ring that's around her finger. Earlier in the movie, we saw her pick up 2 grenades. 2 grenades! Keep in mind that. And when she pulls the pin out saying she took Harley's ring, it cuts to her having picked up a different grenade. This time with like a handle thingy that you pull off instead of like a ring on the top. And that's not the same grenade, 1. That's not the same scene, 2. 3, it's unnecessary because you showed that to us 10-15 minutes before, and your audience is not going to forget that you picked up grenades when they make the point to have it show that to us previously in the movie. So it's a really stupid editing choice. I don't know why. I think the scene would have flowed together if they didn't cut that back and you just have the immediate reaction by Ewan McGregor of him realizing there's a grenade on him and then his eventual death. I don't... editing is tricky, but it wasn't cohesive towards the end. The big fight scene also is not as cohesive. It just doesn't flow as well as I wanted it to, which is a gripe, but I mean, people made a movie that looks really good. So in the end, this movie is extremely entertaining. You'll have a fantastic time. You'll laugh a lot. You'll see some amazing, badass fights that are extremely well shot, well directed, well stunt. Like, the stunts are amazing in it. But you won't care about the characters as much, unfortunately. And at that point, it becomes a little awkward to see these characters more and more on screen when you're not given more depth to them. Basically, this is like a 7 out of 10 for me. It's a very C grade. I think that's fine. More attention, possibly. It could have been a little bit better. Not to say that it wasn't. That's how it looks like for me. That's to say, this is on par with Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam as the good movies for DC's, like, movie stuff. It's just, the rewatchability isn't there because, like, the second time I started noticing, that's when I noticed the editing problems. It's just not as entertaining as others. It's a very good theater experience. It's really fun to watch. That's it, basically. So if you liked this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!